Lewis Smith of MMA UK joined post-fight at Cage Warriors 100 by victorious Jack Tank Shaw and Neil. Jack, how does this feel? You've waited a long time for this and you've worked your whole life for it.
Yeah, feel on top of the world. It doesn't really, I'm sunk in properly yet, but it's been a long time coming. Something I've worked for since the day I first started training. I always wanted to be a world champion. I've won British titles, European titles, but this is my first world title, and it feels a little bit how I thought it would, just a bit surreal and a bit strange, but I'm sure it'll kick in now next year, otherwise I'll still be laid in bed with this awake. I expect 5 o'clock now in the morning, not being able to shut off.
Yeah. And there's a lot of hype behind this one. Obviously, Eckendale was a top opponent for you. A lot of people sort of questioned, was he going to be able to get you down? What was he going to do to you? Obviously, you've answered all the questions. How does it feel now in coming out the other end of that?
Yeah, it feels good. I feel like I've shut a lot of people up. A lot of people are quick to say, I am fought good guys, and I don't really get where that's come from. I went to Belgium, fought an undefeated guy. I fought Vaughan Lee, who's had 8 fights in UFC. My last guy had a mixed record, but that was on a day's notice, So there you go, ranked number 2 in the UK, 7-0. Said he was going to manhandle me, they said. So I think I've proved a couple of points and shut a couple of mouths up with that performance.
Yeah. And can you talk us a little bit through the first round? You obviously took the back. You again that rear naked choking quite a lot, but he seemed to keep slipping out. I mean, what was going through your mind when you kept going through those attempts?
I knew it was coming. It was the blood and the sweat. I got under his neck a couple of times, and I'm usually pretty good at cranking the neck from here, but the blood just, well, I believe the blood or the sweat, but he was both sweaty, obviously covered in blood. It just kept sliding up his face, and I should have just pinned the arm and pounded earlier, but that's what your corner's there for. And they said to me, look, don't worry about the choke. It's too wet. Just pin him and pound, and eventually that's what led to the finish. And that's what they're there for. Some of the best coaches in the game I got, and obviously it's all down to them that led to that finish. Yeah.
And obviously you've come to the Ice Arena again. Just when we think it can't get any more crazy, any more better atmosphere, the crowd pick it up again. What was the reception like for you tonight?
You've seen it for yourself. Yeah. It's hard for me to put into words that this is something I'll never forget. I love walking out in Wales in front of all the boys, and not even all the boys, and also all my friends here, all my family, but there's people I don't even know now are coming and supporting me like madmen, and it's a bit overwhelming, and I wish I could stop and thank every single one of them individually, because I do